Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, let's see him.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell to the 43, second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about
7.
that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, what we got in this playbook?
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Going right back to Akers. And some room to work. And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay, ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. A give up the middle to Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down and 3. To throw is Dobbs. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Dobbs is throwing. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay. What, I can't call no huddle? What the fuck kind of... Bro, I'll run it back. I ain't worried about it. So what you want me to do? Alright, I'll do it on 3rd and 6.
They kept it simple here.
First thing I
needing
put
the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the
shit
box,
funny.
right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL.
Can't run on no huddle.
Now,
That's
if they
funny.
can just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the
That's
defensive coordinator?
funny.
He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, we're running straight now.
He said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw Dobbs. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
We're on the 8, 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Dobbs to throw. And now a full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they will take this one into the end zone.
So appreciate it.
Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
No.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. That's complete left side.
How you get caught up on that? We got caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Catch that. And you got to catch that.
My coaches have told me in the past, the biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
Here we go.
Pressure coming
Here
from
we
the
go.
Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Purdy looking to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dobbs.
Good one. Forced it. I forced
And
it.
the 49ers will take over possession.
Should have ran my original
up at
play.
the
I
44.
forced it.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Fuck, I forced it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got it back.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Got it back. Good shit, Harrison.
Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Completes it to the fullback hand. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Akers.
Oh, yeah.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
Oh, 2nd and 7. Let's go.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Dobbs to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Dobbs.
Damn.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Damn, I gave that away.
To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Got Dobbs is back there throwing it.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first,
Take the
CD.
3
it's
next
the
time.
defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So we're at
I thought that
halftime
was
here
foul.
on Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, I gave that away.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jackson Hayes playing ball.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Almost had it, Hayes.
Now Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
It's a good first down.
Quickly to Addison here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Now Dobbs. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still two more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Good block.
On 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Joseph's got it, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 4. Able to find Gray here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, it's Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Come on.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Dobbs. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On the ground, it's Akers. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give, Akers running left. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Okay, ready? 2nd and 5. They'll run this with Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third and 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Dobbs is throwing. And he takes a shot on the release.
Do we want the points?
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
54-yarder.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away.
Bro, what the fuck? He ain't got the accuracy.
No good.
Should have went ahead and went for it. Fuck, he ain't got the accuracy.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be wrangled to the ground right there at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach?
Should have went ahead and went for it.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Throw left side complete. That's Gray. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position,
we got time.
But it's not out of reach yet.
Solid drive.
Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Dobbs. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Smoke that one.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.